Hello everyone, I am Harish Krishna and today I will be presenting about my business analytics case study on how EA Sports used predictive analytics to enhance player engagement and game performance. EA Sports, as we all know, it's one of the world's biggest gaming company, famous for titles like FIFA, Apex Legends and The Sims. But what many people don't realize is that behind these games, there lies a powerful analytics system that continuously studies how players interact, what they enjoy, and where they lose interest. In this presentation, I'll walk you through how EA used data driven insights and machine learning models to predict player behavior, reduce churn, and create more engaging personalized gameplay experience. So let's begin with the business problem EA was trying to solve. As gaming became more competitive, EA started noticing a serious issue like players were quitting too soon. Many gamers downloaded the game, played for a few days, and then simply stopped. This high player churn meant fewer active users, lower revenue, and declining engagement. It also hurt EA's reputation because players felt that the games were either too hard, repetitive, or not rewarding enough. So, on top of that, EA struggled to understand why players were leaving. With millions of players worldwide, manual observation wasn't possible, so they needed a data driven solution. So, what they made is something that could analyze player behavior in real time, predict who was about to quit, and help them take proactive action before that happened. In short, EA wanted to move from reactive decisions to predictive engagement strategies, making the gameplay experience smarter, fairer, and more personalized for every user. Now let's look at how EA solved this problem using analytics. EA developed a three-level analytic framework: descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. First, through descriptive analytics, they tracked in-game metrics like playtime, win or loss ratio, game mode preferences, and in-app purchases. This gave them a clear view of what was happening with player behavior. Then, using predictive analytics, EA applied machine learning models like decision trees and random forest to identify patterns and predict which players were likely to stop playing. For example, if a player lost too many matches in a row or stopped logging in for several days, the model would flag them as at risk. Finally, prescriptive analytics came into play. Based on those predictions, the system would recommend actions such as giving players bonus rewards, unlocking easier missions, or suggesting a new game modes they might enjoy. EA also used reinforcement learning to dynamically adjust difficulty levels, ensuring the game remained challenging but not frustrating. And before any major changes went live, EA ran A/B tests to compare the new feature against the old one, measuring how much it improved engagement or retention. In short, analytics became EA's invisible game designer, always learning, predicting, and optimizing. Apart from gameplay data, EA realized that true engagement goes beyond what happens inside the game. So they collected player feedback from several sources. First, they monitored social media platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook to understand real-time player sentiment, like how people felt after updates, patches, or tournaments. Second is they used their EA Answers HQ platform and other gaming forums to get direct feedback, complaints, and suggestions from players. They also analyzed customer support chats and survey data to identify recurring problems or frustration points. Finally, they reviewed ratings and comments on app stores and Steam to measure public opinion after each game release. All this data, both quantitative and qualitative, was integrated into EA's analytics system. This helped them not only detect issues early but also design updates that matched what players actually wanted, improving satisfaction and trust in the long run. So, what were the results of all those efforts? Means EA saw some truly impressive outcomes. Player retention increased by around 20%, meaning more players stayed active for longer periods. Uh, the average playtime rise from 1.5 hours a day to over 2.3 hours. In-game purchases also went up by nearly 25%, proving that happy players are more likely to invest in the game. Most importantly, EA successfully reduced the churn, fewer players quit early, and overall player satisfaction scores improved significantly. On the business side, this analytics driven approach made EA's operations more efficient and its games more profitable. Instead of guessing what players wanted, EA's model could predict and adapt in real time. In conclusion, EA Sports demonstrated that predictive analytics is not just about data, it's about creating better experience. By using data science and machine learning, they turned millions of data points into smarter design decisions, personalized gameplay, and stronger player relationships. Thank you.